everyone, I'm Jessica, owner of Jessica's Hair and Beauty, and I'm so excited that I've been asked to do a tutorial on an amazing blow drying hairbrush. It's literally absolutely out of this world, and I've used a lot of different kinds of blow drying brushes, and this has definitely got to be my favourite. This was made by a lady called Ella, who has sadly passed away. So her daughter is basically trying to keep on her legacy and try her best to sell all of her mum's brushes, which is really, really nice. It does come from America, and I'll tell you a bit more about it, what sites you can find it on and things like that. I will put links down. So I really struggle to blow dry my own hair, which is so annoying because I always do lovely blow dries on all my clients, and I just want that blow dry too. My hair is really curly, so it's really prone to frizzing up, things like that. But with this brush, it's made it so easy for me to blow dry my own hair and no frizz at all. So the brush is called an Ez2 handle hairbrush, and this is it. You can see. It's quite big, and you're probably thinking, why has it got two handles? It's obviously in its name, Ez2 handle hairbrush. It's basically so you can blow dry this side with this handle, and you could go around this side and use the other handle without having to maneuver the brush too much. It just makes it so much easier to blow dry your hair, and it's so time consuming as well. The best thing that I loved about this brush is obviously with the two handles. It doesn't heat up whatsoever. So obviously with blow drying hairbrushes, they do tend to heat up. Sometimes the handles can get quite hot. This middle bit gets quite hot. But with this, the handles stay absolutely fine. No heat in it at all. Obviously the brush gets a little bit hot, but nothing that will burn you. And also it's anti-frizz. So with the way the bristles are made, they're quite soft, and it will definitely give you that lovely blow dry with no frizz in your hair whatsoever. I love it as well because it gives you volume as well, so you can achieve a nice bouncy blow dry in your own home, and that's how I'm going to show you how to do it. At the end I will put the links of where you can get the brush from. You can purchase it off Ez2, Instagram and Facebook. Just type in Ez2 handle hairbrush and it should come up and look like this. As far as I know, I've never seen another brush like this, so it's definitely worth getting because I'm absolutely in love with this brush and cannot wait to try it on my clients as well. You can, as it's from America, it is $15 to buy, so in English pounds it's £11.87. And I really hope this video does the hairbrush justice that it deserves, and we can try and get some of these sold out, because it's definitely a great stocking filler as well. Or if you want to get your mum, your sister, your girlfriend, something just to help blow dry the hair or anything, this is a great little present as well, and it doesn't cost that much. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use it. So obviously I've just freshly washed my hair, as you can see. So I'm going to take it out. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to put some anti-heat spray on my hair, which you should do anyway because obviously the hairdryer gets hot. Also with this brush that I find, especially with me because my hair is so curly, so people with not naturally straight hair, it's probably going to look even better. But with my hair, with people with curly hair, it takes the frizz out. You know, sometimes we hair dry our hair and then we have to go over it with straighteners just to get the straight look, or try and give it a bit of volume, a bit of bounce, which really does damage your hair because that's two different heat equipment sorry, must with heat equipment you're using on your hair, so it does really damage it. But obviously with this brush, you can just use this brush. You don't need to use your straighteners, so it does save your hair in the long run as well, so you won't need to be using the straighteners as much. Okay, so just make sure your hair is nice and no knots in it, anything like that. And what I'm going to do is I spray some heat defense through, especially near the bottom. And I also spray a leave-in conditioner on my hair, just because it's really curly and things like that. But these are literally just shop-bought products. Just any heat defense is fine. Or any products that you want. You can get some like magic blow drying potion, which I use on my clients and things like that. That just gives your hair that extra shine. But yeah, normal heat defense is fine, and I definitely recommend doing it. So as you can see, my hair is wringing wet. So first we're going to rough dry our hair with the hairdryer, because you'll be taking a long time you shouldn't really blow dry your hair while it's really wet. So we're going to just part dry it. We're still going to leave it wet, but just part dry it so it's not dripping wet. Also with your hairdryer, when you're drying your hair, try and keep the nozzle facing down, so it's going down the layer of your hair, because if you end up going up here, upside down, which I know I used to do before I qualified as a hairdresser, I used to put my head upside down and dry it underneath, but that is actually really bad for your hair, and it also creates a lot of frizz. So try and keep the hairdryer going down with your hair. Okay, so we're just going to rough dry it now. Okay, so as you can see, it's still wet, but you've just part dried it so it's not dripping wet, which will help with the blow dry. Okay, and just give it a nice comb through. Do try and use combs. I use quite a wide comb just because I've got curly hair, and it's less pull on your hair than it is, say, a hairbrush, but a lot of people do use detanglers as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a bit more heat spray. So first off, what we're going to do is just brush all your hair back. Take your fingers just above your ears and follow the line round until your fingers meet, just as if you're parting your hair for straightening it. But you don't want too much of a thick chunk of hair, because we want to try and get it dry from the root. And then all we have to do is clip this up out of the way. So if you can see how much hair I've got down, not too much, okay? And before each time, you want to just give it a comb. I mean, you don't have to, but to get the full effect and the smoothness from the blow dry, I brush each section out before I blow dry it, just to give it that nice smooth look. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and section it in two, just 2 bits like this. Okay, so it will take a few times for you to get used to the brush, and get you used to it, get with the ways of it, but it's so easy to use once you have got the hang of it. So I'm just going to show you quickly. So you want to make sure you use the middle of the brush. Okay, brush outwards, but keep hold of the bottom bit of your hair and try and pull that underneath like that, and then just pull the brush out, and then just spin it round, and then roll it up like that. Okay, just as easy as that. If you don't hold the bottom of your hair like this and push it under, just give it a bit of a help, and you just do that, you're not going to get all the bits of hair in it. You're going to get some flyaways, and you don't want that. That's how you also create frizz. Okay, so if you want, the more volume you want, the higher you want to hold the brush. So if you want quite a bit of volume, maybe hold it up here, so then you're blow drying the root kind of up. But if you want it quite nice and smooth, hold it here. Me, I just hold it in the middle. I just hold it in the middle just to get that nice kind of volume. And then just spin it round and then hold it up, okay? Remember also with the brush, keep the nozzle facing down towards your hair. You don't want to be going up like this or behind it, because the follicles on your hair will open up and that's what creates frizz. Okay, so try your best to try. So it's literally, what, 30 seconds and the whole bit is dry. It's nice and smooth, so you can see. As you can see when I do the hairbrush, so because it's rolled up, so I'll do it on this side. It will take you a few goes to get used to it, but as soon as you get the hang of it, it's so easy. So just remember, help the bottom bit, roll it up. So when you are blow drying it out, what I tend to do is move the hairdryer side to side, obviously the nozzle facing downwards. Dry your root first, okay, whether it's up here, here or down here. Dry your root first, and when you're feeling that's getting quite nice and dry, just start unraveling it slowly and just keep the hairdryer on it, moving it side to side like this. Just keep going down and unrolling it, and then when you feel it getting a bit looser, so when it drops like this, I tend to just spin my brush like this. It's so easy to do. Just spin it inwards. You don't have to. You can just keep going down straight. But if you want that kind of blow dry with the bottom bits kind of being a bit kinky or things like that, this is how you would do it. But if you just want it completely straight, just keep going down straight like this. But yeah, you can just roll it underneath. Just keep rolling it away, and then you're done. And that's fine. If you feel like you want to go up and dry again, if it's still on the brush, just roll it back up like that, and then just go back down again nice and slowly, and it's done. But if you have finished blow drying it, and you do feel like you want to go back in with the hairdryer because it might be a bit damp, just redo it again. Okay? So, here we go. Help it under. So that's my two bottom bits done. Now what I do, because it goes back to the back, I just get a section from both bits just in the middle. So I'll try and show you, hopefully you can see. So it's at the back, I just go into the middle bit, just get a small section from the middle, a little chunk. You don't have to do this, but if you're looking, if you want to take your time and get that full fulfilled blow dry look, I definitely recommend doing this. But you don't have to, but it depends how much time you want to spend, things like that, and just do the exact same.
Ooh.
same section of what I've just done to go right up to the root to give me some volume. As you can see, you can get it closer. Okay, so obviously depending how you wear your hair, I like to just give it that bit more volume. Okay, you could go through it with a nice comb just lightly if you want to. It literally feels so light and just so amazing. And if you feel any sort of, you should never have tangles in it, but if you do, just go over it again with your section. But this is the ultimate look for a nice bouncy blow dry. Just look at the volume it gives your hair, like, which you can just get from a hairdresser's. The volume is just so amazing, and I love the fact that it's going in different ways at the bottom. That's why I kept spinning it underneath. But like I said, if you do want it just straight, just keep it straight. But if you do want this kind of look where it kind of goes this way and that way, like a nice blow dry, then just do that. And then after it, I have a shine tonic, which is basically just makes your hair nice and shiny, and it gets rid of them flyaway hair. Okay, or you can use hairspray. And I'll try my best to show you the back. Okay. So here's the back. I hope you can, yeah. And you can just see the bounce and the shine. No tangles, there's no frizz whatsoever. Just a lovely, lovely blow dry, as you can see. And the volume is amazing. I literally absolutely love this brush, because normally I'd have to hair dry my hair, then go over it with the straighteners. I'd never get this look because the straightener's just straight, but at least with this hairbrush, it dries it and gives you the volume, the bounce, no frizz whatsoever, which is amazing, especially on my hair because it's so curly. So it's definitely anti-frizz. There's no frizz, and look, I've just used it, and you can touch it. It doesn't even get that hot. So it's so amazing. As you've seen in the video, I kept switching hands. Obviously, whatever side I'm on, you don't have to end up turning the brush or anything like that. You just simply switch handles. That's why it's got two. This is an amazing brush. I will put the links down below. And I'll also put the link to my hairdressing page, just in case you want to keep up to date with maybe how these work and how it looks when I've blow dried it on clients. I just cannot wait to use it, and this is by far my favourite brush. I would definitely, especially in this horrible time in lockdown, support small businesses, and let's help Ellie's daughter sell these in her name. And yeah, that's it from me. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and definitely get one, whether it's stocking filler, whether it's for yourself, definitely get one, try it out, and you will not be disappointed. I can promise you now, you just will not be disappointed. It's just so beautiful, and I just cannot, I've got no hairspray in, and the volume from it is just incredible, and you can get more volume if you lift the brush higher. Just make sure to keep that nozzle facing down. Okay, so like I said, you can get these for $15. It is originally made in America, but in UK pounds it's £11.87. You find it on Ez2, Facebook and Instagram, the Ez2 handle hairbrush. Okay, so thank you for watching. I really hope you do get one. Please let me know if you do get one and you try it out on yourself. Let me know how you've done. Follow my tutorial. Yeah, it might take you a few times to get used to it, but it's 100% worth it. I'd love to see some videos of you guys doing it on yourself, or your finished pictures look, whether it's really bouncy, whether it's really straight, whether, you know, it's a bit here and there like mine. I just absolutely love this look. I'd love to receive some pictures and see how it goes. But thank you so much for watching, and it's the Ez2 handle hairbrush. It's definitely worth the money, definitely worth the purchase, and you will not be disappointed. Thank you, bye.